straight down the underground passageway north of the cave. You'll arrive at the communication towers. You should be able to go over the glacier by using the communication towers walkway. Head for the towers.
They built the base communication towers in order to get over these giant glaciers, rather than build like a tunnel. They already had a tunnel, they just stopped it short and put a tower there instead.
I'm guessing that's also why they would have two communication towers side by side with each other.
Surely they could have just built one. But before we do that, we have the level 6 key card now. So there's some places we need to stop to get some cool items. It's the highest number we've seen so far.
Oh, is that something that has to be equipped?
Yes. It's a new item. The body armor.
You found body armor. It will lower the damage you take from gunfire. It is designed to prevent bullets from penetrating, but you will still feel the impact from the bullets. Don't rely on it too much.
You can see in the life bar, it halves the damage we take from bullets as well as every other form of damage. They just call it the bulletproof vest.
Oh, and that includes if you were ticking down from O2?
No. If we get punched or blow up, though. Also, it's cosmetic difference. You can see it equipped right over my already a vest. I'm so embarrassed wearing this body armor because it has no abs painted on it. Makes me look weak. There's one other.
Snake, there's a bomb planted in your items. Hurry, throw it away.
Who the hell are you? One of them?
You'll find out soon enough.
Just throw it onto one of the trapdoors.
When we picked up Snake's items in the medical room, also included as a nice bonus. Oh, he must be talking about this, the C4 in my pocket. I knew that was there, but okay, I'll get rid of it. Who's that dropping C4 on my floor?
Snake, get that bomb out of your items. Select the bomb in the equipment window and press the circle button to throw it away. Hurry, throw it away.
No, I'm just cosplaying as the president of Armstack.
You idiot!
Oh!
That was a close one, Snake.
Ocelot. You'll pay for that. That Deep Throat's a real enigma. He's definitely from inside their ranks.
Is he an informer? Maybe some kind of renegade? I've got the feeling there's some other force at work here.
Would you still have this conversation if you had thrown it away before Deep Throat called you?
He would have stopped when he said something about Ocelot.
I did not think they would go so far as to booby-trap your equipment. Sneaky bastards.
That was too close, Snake.
Yeah, that was quite a surprise.
But they still left him the equipment completely functional.
That's a despicable act. He should never... Well, forget it. You'd better hurry to the underground base. You're almost out of time.
So there wasn't actually any reason to come back to these level 6 doors.
Oh.
There's no new cool items in there.
Snake, hurry to the communications tower.
Well, the quickest way I know there is by taking the elevator from one building to the other. I can't resist. Just a little detour. A little P-tour.
You gonna do a knock?
Neat. That's a keeper. What, the sensor mosaic? No, we're really protected of this man's junk. What? He sneezed.
Snake, Naomi wants to talk to you.
How do you feel, Snake?
Well, to tell you the truth, I think I'm catching a cold.
I'm monitoring you via the nanomachines. Your body temperature is elevated and your lymph nodes are slightly swollen. Don't worry, it appears to be just a mild rhinovirus.
I guess I got it from that soldier.
I've increased your nutrition and
Johnny got
elevated
us
your blood
sick.
sugar level.
You can't cure it?
Sorry, Snake. The nanomachines don't carry antibiotics. Maybe you could find some garlic. It contains natural antibiotics, you know. Vitamins and minerals, too.
Ugh, raw garlic. Give me a break.
There must be some cold medicine somewhere on the base. That would make you feel better. If not, you'll just have to wait until your body's natural defenses take over.
Really?
So, if you submit to the torture, you get sick from Johnny.
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. All the time is still a-flying. And this same flower that smiles today, tomorrow will be dying. Snake laughter is the best medicine. You should be happy you've got enough free time to play a game. Enjoy yourself, okay?
Do we have any real advice, please?
Is there any cold medicine on this base?
What's wrong, Snake? You caught a cold? I think there's some in the commander's room. There's a pharmaceutical storage room in the southwest of the first floor basement of the warhead storage building.
The world's loudest sneeze.
Drugs there too. I gave directions to another soldier who'd caught a cold.
Well, it looks like he gave the cold to me.
Otacon gave directions to Johnny.
Then wouldn't Johnny have all the cold medicine?
I don't trust Johnny to find it.
Sounds like you have a bad cold. You had better try to shake it off.
Snake, sneeze into the crux of your arm, please. For your own sake.
You gotta get all Vagino soldiers infected too.
You caught a cold, Snake? In battle, you need to be in top physical condition. Do you have any cold medicine?
Will your body's natural defenses actually...
Eventually, yes.
Oh.
Oh, he's a limb that has but a disease. Mortal to cut it off. To cure it's easy. Snake, you caught a cold, didn't you? Don't you think you'd better take some cold medicine at least?
I finally find it. They hid it behind a level 6 door so he wouldn't get it early. That's why Johnny couldn't get it.
Cold medicine? I don't know. It looks like regular old cold medicine to me.
Just keep that for later in case I get sick.
Give it to Johnny. Unlock the secret ending.
Multiple endings. Save the Johnny. There's actually one thing I need to do before I take this cold medicine.
Snake, this sickness doth infect the very lifeblood of our enterprise. That's from Henry IV. Snake, you'd better take that cold medicine and start feeling better. The success of the mission may depend on it.
Huh?
Don't you hate it when that guy stands really close to you in the urinal and it sneezes on you?
I mean, there's 2 free urinals right next to me. You don't have to line up.
I'm the guy that waits in line in the urinal just to sneeze into it. So I cheated a little bit there. You're not allowed to get both the time bomb and the sickness in one playthrough. If you submit to the torture, then you get sick. If you don't, then you get a time bomb.
Those are both bad prizes.
get to the underground base where Metal Gear is, you'll have to climb the communications tower on the north side of the cave.
I traveled to this communications tower like 3 times already.
Immediately you smell it.
That sense of smell. It's just like the P box from before.
The wolf dogs aren't attacking? Are you carrying something that might be causing them to act like that?
No?
The level 6 key card. They know our rank.
Oh no! Wait a minute, you're not Sniper Wolf? Or are you? You have to have it equipped or else the dogs immediately realize.
In an Arctic environment, it's important to change your underwear if you're sweating a lot. Dawdle around too much, and you'll not only waste your strength, but you could even catch pneumonia. Gaming after a bath should be avoided.
No, I already had some cold medicine. I think I'm immune for a while.
Immune from pneumonia.
Yes.
The common cold.
No, cold medicine. You're immune from cold.
Oh, okay. And wet. It'll keep your bathwater warm if you take cold medicine, Snake. I'm a scientist. Oh no! Meryl's gone.
She was right here when I left her.
Did Snake just start walking it from the other side?
A little busy, Snake!
See, that's the thing about relationships. You always look back and you remember the good times.
I do like that shot on her arm where you don't see the texture of the blood until she turns around, so it's like it just came up.
Ah.
I was a fool. I wanted to be a soldier. But war is ugly. There's nothing glamorous about it. Snake, please save yourself. Go on living and don't give up on people.
Give up on me, but not other people. Also, don't forget me, and save yourself. And if ever my life is on the line, you have to endure torture, please do so.
Snake.
So I guess the flashback was so you wouldn't forget her?
I remembered.
Listen to me.
I wasn't able to protect her.
Snake, it's okay. You did what you could. Now, let it rest.
Colonel.
She joined up of her own free will. I'm sure she was prepared for this.
No. You're wrong.
She wasn't prepared for this at
Meryl
all.
thought she had to
This is
become a
way
soldier.
worse.
Thought it was the only way. She said she thought it would bring her closer to her dead father.
She said that?
Well, technically
She
now
wasn't
it's
ready
true.
for real combat. I shouldn't have pushed her so hard. It's all my fault.
That's not like you, Snake.
Master, what is it?
Sorry for
You
eavesdropping,
never admit your
but I
fault,
just couldn't
Snake.
listen anymore.
Master.
Snake, you can have regrets if you want to. It's only natural. But you can't keep attacking yourself for things that happened in the past. That road leads to madness. Believe me.
Attack yourself for the things you haven't done yet, Snake. Those things are way worse.
And besides that, for all we know, Meryl's okay, right?
Mei Ling.
Snake, forget about Meryl. Stop Liquid. That's what Meryl would want too.
You're right.
She just said don't forget you.
Snake,
What?
Meryl, she's pretty special to you, huh?
Yes, she's special. There aren't
I would
many
say
women like her
definitely
around.
top
That's
3.
not what I meant.
She's the Colonel's niece and a combat buddy.
Is that all? Come on.
She has a genetic predisposition.
No, I just...
I guess it's in the genes.
The genes. What are you talking about, Colonel?
No, I just remembered about Naomi's grandfather. I think Naomi said he rose as high as assistant secretary in the FBI during Edgar Hoover's time.
Is that genetically passed on?
Yes, he was Japanese.
I guess it must be in the genes.
Investigator to nab the mafia.
When was that?
Oh, sometime in the 50s, I guess.
Where?
New York, I think.
Naomi, I thought you didn't have any.
No, related to me.
Well, I researched it after I became
I
an
thought you were
adult.
Indian. Why did you have a
My grandfather was
Japanese
already dead by the
grandfather?
time I learned about him. I never even had the chance to meet him.
Oh,
Snake, good luck.
watch your back, Snake.
He was from India in Little Japan Town.
Evidence of blood.
The Chinese say it is the strong swimmer who most often drowns. It is because the strong swimmer overestimates his abilities and underestimates the strength of the river. You are probably quite used to the mission now, but don't get careless.
What the hell?
That strong current.
They installed this camera like 30 feet off the ground while I was busy being tortured, just in case I came back here. And they specifically did it where my radar was being jammed so I wouldn't notice. The shitty swimmer never drowns. Because he knows to equip water wings. Blang, blang, blang! So after 3 attempts, we finally get to enter the communications tower.
Snake, the launch deadline for the new nuclear warhead is almost here. Hurry and get to Metal Gear's underground maintenance base. The overland route is blocked by a glacier. Climb the communications tower so you can go over it. The communications tower consists of Tower A and Tower B. You're in Tower A.
There's a handy
now.
diagram here.
To Tower B, you'll have to use the outside walkway.
Remember, Snake, dark places are dangerous places. You can't see where your enemies are coming from. Please use your night vision goggles or your thermal goggles.
It's not that dark in here. There's no enemies here.
All of a sudden, ninja.
Protocol.
Snake, it's dark inside the communication towers. You should use your night vision or thermal goggles.
It doesn't really look any darker than anywhere else.
There's a lot of soldiers guarding the communication tower. The walkway is directly between the communications towers. Head for there.
What the hell? They installed a security camera right above this door to catch Snake. They were really expecting him to get out of that torture sequence. Luckily, I prepared ahead and brought night vision and thermal goggles so I can see the guards kicking my ass.
Do the old punch one guy, elbow the other guy trick.
I learned this from like a Jackie Chan movie. Highly choreographed fight. Oh no!
Snake! Answer me! Snake! Snake!
It turns out, the goggles, they do nothing.
Foresight is important in war. In times of extreme danger, people's latent sixth sense often awakens. When that happens, throw logic to the wind and trust your instincts.
Were the goggles actually supposed to come into play somehow?
I've got a sixth sense instinctual feeling that there's a camera posted above this doorway.
You can't throw shaft grenades through other rooms, can you?
Yeah, here.
Oh,
It just so happens that this camera is hardwired in instead of wireless communication. That's alright. So if it's going to catch me, at least I can prepare ahead. That camera is also invulnerable, by the way, so if you try and time a grenade throw at it, it doesn't work. My sixth sense is telling me... Oh no! Oh, because they were in a cutscene, they ran through most of those anyway. Do you remember that part in Metal Gear 2 when we had to climb the tower?
Use your throw move on the bad guys that are chasing you. Grenades might work well too. To get the grenade to explode near the soldiers, pull the pin and hold on to it for 4 seconds before you throw it.
Also remember to throw it, please.
So just holding on until you get shot.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad strategy to just drop it by getting shot. That way you can't get blown up by it. In Metal Gear 2, we had to climb to the top of the tower to hang glide over, but this time we only have to climb up halfway.
Snake, that's the door to the walkway.
It won't open, even if I use the card.
Huh? Oh, that's right, I totally forgot.
Do you know something?
That door sometimes gets frozen shut because it's so cold.
Oh, I shouldn't have used my cold medicine early.
Tell me before. So what should I do?
It's impossible to open from the inside. They always used C4 or something from the outside.
From the outside? You can't open it from the inside?
That's what I've been saying, Snake.
But don't worry, you'll get through. There are 2 walkways that connect Tower A and Tower B. The other one's on the roof. You should just use the walkway on the roof.
Heat rises, Snake, so the door on the roof will be not frozen shut. I'm a scientist.
The walkway door won't open, huh?
Wait a minute, Snake. According to these satellite photos that Mei Ling got, it looks as if there's a walkway on the roof as well.
You can take that to the other side too.
Be careful, Snake.
Be careful, Snake. That walkway is twice as high and will still kill you if you fall off.
Snake, there's a walkway up on the roof too. You should use that one.
Oh my god, didn't you just tell me?
Snake is really reluctant to climb these stairs. He needs constant positive reinforcement.
Snake, you'll have to use the walkway on the roof. Climb up there.
That's easy for you to say.
Snake, the walkway is on the roof of Tower A.
Oh shit, I've been climbing up Tower B this whole time. So even when we get to the top, the alert doesn't go away. We have to kill everybody that was still chasing us.
For good measure.
Yeah, and stay back. That was a completely new and original game sequence. Copyright. Metal Gear Solid 1. Oh, that puts my Soliton radar to shame. Wow, it's that door I've been...
A level 6 door!
been trying to enter that door.
I made it to the roof.
You must be exhausted, Snake.
It was no big deal.
Snake, I'm monitoring you closely. Your heart rate is elevated and your breathing is shallow.
What's the matter, Snake? You out of shape from all that dog mushing? Then climb down and proceed north.
Oh shit, he turned it all business there. Oh, you mean climb down Tower A, right?
Where are you going, Snake? Hurry and take the walkway on the roof to the B tower.
Oh, okay. Climb down Tower B, right?
Otacon, I'm up on the roof.
That was a pretty fast climb.
I wanted to go slowly, but someone there forced me to move faster.
Huh. Well, you can relax, because there's an elevator in Tower B. That walkway will take you to Tower B.
But Colonel's making me climb down the stairs. I can't.
The walkway should be right in front of you. Cross it to get to Tower B, then climb down and proceed north.
Man, if I could destroy that radar, it'd probably interrupt their communications something fierce. I only have small arms fire. Oh!
Oh.
Fortuna, how lucky. Get punched by an anime blast? What was that?
Is it the hind D?
No, my walkway! I gotta climb back down 20 flights of stairs.
Do we have to hijack the hind D to just go from one walkway to the other?
Snake, do you still have that hang glider from Zanzibar land? What?
I wonder if it's awkward shouting out your own name.
What?
So he just took out his own radar, right?
Yes.
Oh, good. So no more threats can be made, I guess.
I'm not sure what that communications tower is communicating with.
Aliens.
Way down. If only I had a rope. There must be one around here somewhere.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, flip it over my shoulder.
It only has 5 HP, just like everything else.
The walkway on the roof of Tower A was destroyed? That doesn't mean there's no other way. Is there a rope or something around there? If you had a rope, you could rappel from the roof of Tower A down to the walkway below. You're an expert at rappelling, aren't you?
Am I?
Is he?
How?
When?
I've rappelled horizontally. The dog's pulling me. Does that count?
Snake, are you gonna take on a hind with your bare hands?
I'm not that big a fool.
You've got a SOCOM.
Use against him somewhere.
There are Stinger missiles in Communications Tower B. I'm pretty sure they're near the entrance to the walkway. If you had a rope, you could probably get them by dropping down from the roof.
Where am I gonna get a rope? Oh, it's the communications tower. It's probably between 2 Dixie cups.
To beat that hind, you need a SAM, a surface-to-air missile. You cannot shoot it down with just small arms fire. If only you had a Stinger.
Wouldn't it work if you were able to actually hit the propellers?
With a bullet?
Yeah.
Maybe. It doesn't matter because I have something better than small arms fire. I have the Nikita rocket launcher. Look at this. Ah, damn. The air is so thick. Right off the side of this tower, it blows up my missile.
There are Stinger missiles in Communications Tower B. I'm pretty sure they're near the entrance to the walkway. If you had a rope, you could probably get them by dropping down from the roof. I saw a rope on the bottom floor of Tower A.
They really want you to get that exercise in.
You realize that I'm on the roof of Tower A, don't you? Otacon, can't you bring it up to me? Got that limp and all, but I'm already up here. And if I go down there, I'll have to run all the way back up again. Otacon? What do you mean, no response?
Soldiers who lose their heads on the battlefield usually lose their heads on the battlefield. Get my meaning? Always have your next action planned.
Master, if I was expecting the walkway on the roof of Tower A to get destroyed, I would have picked up the rope. I wasn't planning.
I didn't notice the numbers on each one of these floors before.
Yeah, you get this little handy marker. See how far you've got left to climb down.
18. 17.
Don't worry, halfway down we'll get to see the other walkway door that's frozen shut.
Maybe it thawed out. Maybe you won't have to go get the rope.
In the same sequence in Metal Gear 2, they posted numbers every 4 staircases. Can't we just drop a grenade off the roof and blow open this door? Oh, come on!
It's no good, Snake. It looks like that door is frozen shut. The only way to open it is to blow it open from the outside. And since the walkway on the roof is destroyed, to get to Tower B, you'll have to take the walkway on the other side of that door. If you had a rope, maybe you could lower yourself from the roof of Tower A to the other side.
Where am I gonna get a rope? The armory? What? Aren't these numbers? Okay. 1. First floor. Sure. Oh, I missed my turn. I've just been so used to running around the staircase in the spiral. There's plenty of room in the center of the staircase for an elevator. What the hell's going on in this place? Ah, I see what... Hey! The camera's gone. That means there's nobody watching me. I don't have to climb this staircase at all. I can just leave. Nobody's here to judge me.
No one would know if you cheat on your diet.
What?
What? What?
They locked the level 6 door. I'm stuck in the comm tower A. Oh, Snake, it's frozen shut from the outside. How did I miss this? How heavy that rope must be.
Rope? If it is at least 12 millimeters thick, lightweight, and hard to cut, you should be able to rappel with it as well. It is not a hemp rope, is it?
No, it looks like it's made of nylon fibers.
Good. When hemp rope gets wet, it loses its flexibility. It would not be good for rappelling, but that rope sounds like it will not be a problem.
Never again will I have to climb up this staircase. I can just use it to rappel down this shaft.
How do you untie it from the top?
Climb back up the rope. If I can rappel with it, I should be able to depel with it. Unpel? Be careful of Snake's stamina gauge. Depletes when you run for a long period of time.
The walkway on the roof of Tower A was destroyed? That doesn't mean there's no other way. You'll have to go to the north part of Tower A and use that rope to rappel down to the walkway below.
It's too dangerous. That hind is aiming at Snake, and he'll need to use both hands to rappel, too.
You're right, but we have no choice. The hind can't move in tight spaces. It's our best bet.
This is insane.
The Colonel's right. There's no other way.
You were just using that as an excuse to catch your breath. You don't agree with the Colonel at all. You're a fraud.
I see in the interest of breathing, you stop smoking as well.
Yeah, can you imagine how much harder this is in the playthrough where you're constantly holding a cigarette in your mouth? Alright, my legs are officially pudding. Now let's rappel down the building while I'm being shot at. Actually, I'm just going to snipe Liquid right in the cabin of the Hindy. Ah, he's not even in there. Oh no! I tied this just wait, got it. Double knot it, and now.
Hope he doesn't blow up the railing.
What's that rope even tied to? Did this rope just happen to be exactly half the length of the communications towers?
Oh yeah, why else would they put it there?
At the bottom?
They were using it to measure how far it would be to go from bottom to top.
Here's how to rappel. Press the X button to jump away from the wall. While you're away from the wall, press down on the directional button to drop down. If you jump while pressing right or left on the directional button, you can make a big jump in that direction. If you press and hold the circle button while using the directional button, you can walk slowly across the wall. If you're careful with the timing, you should be able to dodge the gunfire from behind while you rappel down. If anyone can do it, you can, Snake.
Just flailing around up there.
Nobody can do it!
Oh, you made it down.
It wasn't easy.
Well, looks like I'm taking the hard way down. He's shooting open all of the vents on the side of the building to hit me with steam. The great part about this sequence is you're not allowed to open your weapons and items window to use rations.
Wow, Snake! You're like an action movie star.
Totally different.
Huh?
This is real, not some prearranged stunt. If I screw up, there are no retakes.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Nobody tell him. It's actually one of the hardest sequences in the game to survive because you can't use your rations.
Snake, there are some places on the wall where steam from the heating system is spurting out. So be careful. It'll give you a nasty burn.
Some places, also known as the entire side of the building.
Except for right next to the door.
Yeah, the door that's frozen shut. Keep the hot air away from that door at all costs. If you just keep Snake on the beam, he can't get hit by the steam. It's a little handy mnemonic device I learned. Make sure you rappel down over the gap so that you fall to your death anyway.
Snake, why don't you try the door that leads from the walkway to Tower A?
Because it's frozen shut? It's making a sound effect.
Great job! You made it down!
No problem.
Now would be a good time to blow that door open with some C4 so you can get through later.
Those are different calls based on if you died or not during that sequence. Oh, it just blew the ice right off that light. And now it works.
Now I can actually read the card.
Now we can let's climb up to the top of Tower A and do it again.
Let's return that rope to the bottom of Tower A.
Yes.
Uh oh.
What the hell? The Hindy! It followed me. My legs are so tired, just please shoot me back to the beginning of the walkway.
Snake, you're under attack from off-screen.
What should I do?
Off screen.
First, find out where the enemy is. Use your binoculars. Then attack with a PSG-1 or remote-controlled missile. Something with a longer range than an ordinary weapon.
Couldn't you just throw a stun grenade?
It's a longer range than an ordinary weapon.
You're under long-distance attack. Shoot back with your sniper rifle.
I'm pretty sure these guys are programmed immune to stun grenades. Or even if they fall over, you'll still get shot back. Ah, it's so dark outside I can't see them. With the lights on their gun.
These guys are bullet resistant.
I'm out of ideas.
You're getting shot at? But to get where the Stinger missiles are, you have to make it down that walkway.
When you are in a dark place, you should use night vision or thermal goggles.
Oh, with this I'll be able to aim for a headshot. That doesn't actually exist in this game. Whenever they get shot, no matter where, their shoulder explodes with blood.
Just gotta soften them up a little bit.
Just need to make them one-hit kills to an explosion.
But they're not gonna shoot at it?
No, they're not gonna... It's too dark outside, they're not wearing their thermal goggles. They're under very strict orders to shoot at Snake and nothing else. So glad I don't have to climb up the rest of this tower.
Where did all the debris from the radar up top fall?
On the glacier below?
But not any on this walkway, looks like.
No, thankfully it fell the other direction. Because the walkways weren't directly on top of each other. The other walkway was between the buildings. This one's like off to the side. What the hell? Why did you position 3 soldiers here to get me if you had a helicopter?
Just hovering slightly below the walkway to surprise them too.
That's silent mode. I had it parked, Snake. Put it in neutral.
Oh no, you left the rope.
You called me!
Your way.
What are you talking about?
There's something I've got to ask you.
Well, what is it?
Well, you see, I'll ask you when I see you. Bye.
Wait a minute.
What's the point of a call? I accidentally almost walked down those stairs.
Huh?
What? Evidence of the elevator being stuck. And they've blocked the way to the roof.
The way to the top is blocked, huh? Well, we can worry about that later. Why don't you go and see what's happening below?
So had you actually made it across, you would have still been stuck by those crates.
Oh my god, they thought of everything. I would have had to rappel up this 5-foot box. So we have to climb down, but it's only half of the tower. And this side of the tower is not numbered, it looks like.
Snake, I'm coming out there. Just hold on, okay?
If I didn't blow up that tower door, you wouldn't have been able to. What the hell?
staircase is broken. Tough luck. Looks like the elevator's the only way up now. Okay, Snake. I want you to head up there right away.
No, the elevator's the only way down. Are you paying any attention?
Snake, the Hind is still circling above the communications tower.
Damn, there's no weapon here that I can use to take him on.
Dr. Emmerich might know where there's a weapon you could use against the Hind. Why don't you ask him?
Is there any reason you have to take on the Hind?
I gotta take on that Hind.
The Hind is still around. You'll need a surface-to-air missile to take him on, like a Stinger or something.
But you're already inside. What does it matter?
Who knows what walkway that Hind's gonna blow up if I let him fly around forever.
The Stinger missiles are in a small room near the entrance to the walkway.
Does he mean the elevator? Are they in the elevator?
It's probably all the way up towards near the roof.
Snake, hurry up and get those Stinger missiles. Didn't Emmerich say they're near the entrance to the walkway in Tower B?
Aren't there crates in the way?
Oh, near the entrance to the walkway.
Oh, this walkway.
Yeah.
Not the top one. Oh.
Oh, it's the 8th and final weapon. No, don't get the missiles. You have to get the launcher first, Snake.
Just throw them.
Stick this in your craw.
I don't hear the helicopter.
You found Stinger missiles. Great. They're equipped with a thermal homing device, so once they've locked on, they will automatically pursue the target. To lock on, all you have to do is line up the crosshairs. Stingers are very
But there's no target out here to lock onto.
Low-altitude SAMs. In Afghanistan, the Mujahideen shot down hundreds of Soviet aircraft with them. In fact, they were forced to change their tactics. One of my favorite horror books is called Stinger, and my favorite cocktail is a Stinger. I guess you could say I've got a thing for Stingers.
I'm covered in bees, Snake.
What if you use up all your missiles? They only gave you 6. I bet someone's using stealth here.
How did you know?
Why else would you have such ominous music?
Don't shoot! It's me! Don't shoot!
It's just Otacon.
Otacon, how'd you get here?
I mean, how'd you get up that staircase?
How did he get here?
I'm afraid of heights.
You were watching?
I climbed down using two ropes, Snake.
I was riding in the back of their truck. Thanks to the stealth
They
camouflage.
drove a
How'd you
truck?
get up here?
The elevator, of course.
They drove a truck from before Tower A to here.
Yeah, but the elevator
The
wasn't
elevator.
working when you looked at it, and he got here second?
I guess he's been hiding up here invisibly.
No, he was saying he was heading over here
Incredible.
before you checked the elevator.
Like a
So that
movie
wouldn't
hero
make sense
or
if he was still heading over.
Oh, it's Schrodinger's box. It only
Wrong.
isn't working when we're looking at it.
Movies, the hero always saves
Hey,
the
Otacon,
girl.
how's your throat?
You mean Meryl? Sorry. Forget I said anything. Snake, there's something I've really got to ask you. It's why I followed you up this far.
Can I get that ketchup back?
Have you ever loved someone?
That's what you came to ask?
No, I mean, I was wondering if even soldiers fall in love.
What are you trying to say?
I want to ask you,
How exactly did you get that
do
cold,
you
Snake?
think love can bloom even on a battlefield?
Yeah, I do. I think at any time, any place, people can fall in love with each other. But if you love someone, you have to be able to protect them.
I think so too.
I have a favor to ask.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ. That's my response to anybody asking me a favor too.
I don't
Abject
want you to-
terror.
Okay,
The elevator is stopped down there. I want you to get it to move. You see?
That's weird.
It was working before, but now it isn't.
Use this rope and rappel down.
Can you fix it?
It was working before.
I still have no idea how we got over here. When you got here, the elevator wasn't working.
Swat a noisy fly.
Okay.
Why?
I'll stay here and hold the fort. Good luck.
You really look like
No,
hell.
stay inside, Snake.
Don't worry. If I do this, it doesn't matter. Just pretend like I'm not here, and then I'm not scared.
Strange logic. I'm counting on you.
You don't look too well. Does this fix it? I was expecting Ninja, not Otacon.
What's up, Snake?
Mei Ling, how did you get into this line of work?
The truth is, I always wanted to become a
What?
fighter pilot.
Are you hiring?
With jets, watching them in the movies.
You'd be surprised how many people say the same thing.
But I didn't want to kill people. That's when I heard that the U.S. Air Force needed people to do BDAs, battle damage assessments.
Those are the guys whose job it is to confirm how successful a bombing run was.
I know, it's my
I
job.
started to do research into aerial photography and air intelligence. I made it my major.
But there are no pilots who only do BDAs.
That's right. But by the time I learned that, I was already an expert in my field.
Nobody bothered to tell me.
And so now I'm in communications.
Yeah, until I got my master's, nobody bothered to tell me. I can't actually do that. That's not a thing that exists, Mei Ling. What the? Sorry for wasting those 6 years. But you're also only 18, so I don't understand. What?
Is she only 18? I don't...
How did he get up that elevator?
It only...
So many things aren't adding up. Bling, ling, ling, ling. Huh?
So, the terrorists intentionally set their deadline to coincide with the signing of the START 3 Accord. According to the terms of START 3, both Russia and the US are to reduce the number of their nuclear warheads in deployment to between 2,000 and 2,500 missiles. The current president has not yet had any major foreign policy successes. His term will be
Man, that current unnamed president.
Thought they made up a president? No, that's John Houseman, the Secretary of Defense.
It is a big concern for him and his supporters. The signing of the START 3 was dependent on ratification of the START 2, but MIRVs were the most important weapon in Russian arsenal. Naturally, the conservatives in the Russian parliament were greatly opposed to disarming them. The expansion of NATO, along with tension caused by disagreements over the application of the ABM Treaty with regards to TMD systems, made ratification in the 1990s difficult. It took a tremendous amount of pressure and secret negotiations to get the Russians to sign the START 3 tomorrow. But the political situation in Russia...
How do you know
is
that?
at best, and one small incident could bring...
What are you hiding, Nastasha?
If the Russians learn that America has secretly developed a new type of nuclear weapon, there is no telling how they might react. World opinion will be strongly against us too.
Oh, heaven forbid, world opinion would go against the Americans. Can you imagine a future where that happened?
It is true that the signing of START 3 would mean a reduction in nuclear missiles, but it would still leave between 4,000 to 5,000 missiles.
I think this would be a little bit more dramatic. Granted that no one would be able to trust us, though.
Living thing on this planet several times over. There is a big difference between nuclear reduction and nuclear elimination. Negotiations for START 3 began in the late 1990s. The Russian president had actually been pushing for a much more ambitious arms reduction pact, but it was rejected by the Americans. America was the sole remaining superpower on the Earth, and they were not too eager to give up the title. The fact is, in the history of the world, no dominant power has ever willingly given up the reins of that power. In
Why-
the case of the
why
US,
would they?
that means nuclear superiority. There has been a lot of effort to reduce the number
See a lot of
strategic
downsides and
nuclear
not
weapons.
one up.
Even today, there is no treaty limiting tactical nuclear weapons. It may look from the outside.
It's an
the
upside for
world is
everyone else.
but in fact, nuclear weapons are not going anywhere soon. The nuclear age is not over yet. As long as one country in the world has nuclear weapons, they will never go away.
As long as one crazy person has nuclear weapons, they will never go. Oh no!
Oh, that's the end of the nuclear age.
Thank God. Snake willingly gave up his dominant superpower.